Okay, so this is the little fun shape that is not a fun shape yet. But maybe, I mean, this one should be okay to do. First, I check the control point. Only has just a few, so not enough to modify it. You know, maybe rebuild, okay? Rebuild and give it to, let's say 5, okay? I don't worry too much, but I needed to change again because I did the modification on the U and the V, so the computer has a memory, so I need to make it a 3 and 3 again and not 1 and 2. And I'm going to make the turn on the control point. I'm making the top one wider. I often just do that by doing 1D scale, you know, and maybe dragging them a little bit, or you know, or this one, or anywhere in between. Maybe all of them need to be bigger, or just by dragging. And if the shape is a bit awkward, I don't worry. I'm going to go back to this 3-dimensional, and maybe it's just a little more interesting variation of the original one. So yeah, so here is this one, you know, kind of like a little fun shape. I wonder, there's something called the zoom extend, but to the object, because sometimes I lose it. I will lose this. Okay, so here is this one, but we need a multiple of them. We need a couple of them. I want a bigger surface because this one is a little too small surface, so I make it bigger. Okay, I'm going to make some arrangement of this one. I just make one arrangement because I need to produce the whole, and I think the whole is just by having a couple of them, but I'll make a redo array. This is and the point I'll set somewhere with a distance, and I'll set to maybe 5. Okay. No, actually, I don't like this. I can probably use this. Okay, and then I'm going to somehow make them appear to be to be to be somehow connecting, so that there's a hole in between them. No, not curve. Okay, the shape. So you can see with some kind of arrangement that there seems to be a hole in between, and all of them doesn't have to be the same, because when I look at something with variation, the best the Rhino can do is I'm going to hide all the lines. This little wiggly thing will select but first deselect. We'll hide the lines. So we'll select all the lines because we don't want lines to be intertwined with surface. So we sort of created a hole in there. I can have a multiple of them. The Rhino is not good to do variation. So if there's a variation between shapes and between, you know, how big we have to do it manually. But Grasshopper can give you some mathematical calculation that will allow those things to happen. And if any of you, we already have students are who is interested in learning Grasshopper, go to LinkedIn Learning. That's the best way, to learn stuff. A lot of stuff I learned through LinkedIn Learning, and I believe it's free to everybody with you. So here is our base surface, and then here is the bowl shape. Okay, so maybe imagine there's multiple of them, and I'm going to do a flow along surface. And I will select the object, which is this one. Press enter and select the base surface and select the target surface. So yeah, let's see how does it look like. Ooh. Just give me a moment. Hello, who is this? Yes. Yes. Could you deliver? Are you delivering anything to to but by the way, is this a number I can call you back in 10 minutes? Okay, bye-bye. Sorry. We are somewhat getting there, yeah? I'm quite happy about it. So that's this one, and without any details. And I think the rest we sort of either somehow, I mean, this one I'm not 100% sure. I know this is by Grasshopper, not by Rhino. So I haven't really thought about this one, but the rest I think we like this one is whatever shape to start, whatever shape, and maybe trim a hole and somehow do a contour and do a two different direction, and you contour this direction. Maybe actually this is one direction. It looks like it's just rotating a little bit. But anyway, this will be able to do, if not exactly the same, but very similar. And this one is again a shape. This one really just started as a surface or rectangular, and then somehow you make or a combination of one circle in between is a rectangular and another circle, and then we join the whole surface between flat, and then we design some patterns and we allowed it to flow. And if you lack depth, you should do it before you flow. You can extrude them, and then you do the flow. So possible to do. This one is really a pattern and applied with the flow onto a three-dimensional curve. Yeah. So. So are we all good?